Walk me through this. What does this wrap look like? This wrap is plastic. This is a plastic wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap, dog.
Wrapped around over the car. But this one is translucent. This is clear.
No.
You are fucking me all the way up. So we're gonna paint the metal.
Whatever I want.
Paint the metal.
And at whatever point I feel like taking that wrap off, because y'all ass all seen my car, I'm gonna take the wrap off.
And then you're gonna be the color that you painted it.
Yeah, I could ride around for a little bit. Then when I seen y'all see me too motherfucking much, I'm gonna wrap the motherfucker again. I'm not gonna keep painting it.
And you're impressed with how I was thinking at 9 years old. This is some from the future. I'ma fuck them up perpetually, forever. Shit. Perpetually. I'm planning to fuck these niggas up 6 months after they know I have this car.
Welcome to Iman Amongst Men, powered by Shea Moisture Men. I'm Iman Shumpert here with my big brother Ahrii. Ahrii gonna give a what up to the people.
What's going on, people? I'm Ahrii, and today we got legendary recording artist, musical exec, and recently NASCAR collaborator, Currensy, man. Welcome
to the show, my dog.
I'm allergic to flowers.
Take them, man. You gotta accept them, man. You have to accept them. No, you have to accept them. Nowadays, they're mandatory.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, recent NASCAR collaborator is super true. I was super happy to do it. There were a few people who weren't so pumped about it. Before we do anything else, I do want to say this. When I looked at, I saw on Twitter the initial push behind it, and I just cruised the comments, you know, and I saw one like real diehard NASCAR fan. He was like, "What's he there to steal?" And I was like, "Damn, that's fucked up." Yeah, I was like, I hope my mom don't see that, you know, like just that one thing. But that's what I saw. It kind of bummed me out, but yeah.
Yeah, that's
fucked up. It was fucked up. Because I wasn't there to steal, you know what I'm saying? But they're like, yeah, what's he there to steal?
What the fuck you gonna steal?
Tires for a NASCAR. I don't know.
But they don't think that they would.
I don't know. They just couldn't think of what to say. You know what I'm saying? They just really couldn't think of what to say.
What was
but that's what the poignance of that collaboration is right there. Like that was the highlight of it right there. Like this is why I needed to walk through the pit area and all that shit to like show like, look, it's not even what you think. You know, like that shit is crazy that you still think like that in this year. You know what I'm saying? It was.
And you a fan like them?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. But I wasn't the only like person of color there. There were a few. I was concerned about that. Like when I was pulling
what
up,
was
I
the
was like,
collaboration?
damn, it's gonna be crazy. We did a short set for them, like through Jet Life Apparel.
Yeah.
We did a jersey, and we actually gonna put out a jacket and some other shit like further down the line. Yeah, it's working out. It's working out fine. It's just that one little thing, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to bring it up because that's why, like that's what made that collaboration so important. You know what I'm saying? Because we weren't represented in that field, and there's drivers there who are doing very well and like achieving like real high accolades and shit. So we needed to do one more thing, you know. So,
that's fine.
Right. Shout out to the black drivers in NASCAR, man.
Yeah.
Hey man, the theme of today's episode is fortune and fame. How has your perspective on money evolved over your career?
It's not real. It never has been. Like,
what do you mean by that?
Because some people get it and it doesn't really do anything for them. They don't really even use it they don't use it for what it's actually for. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, no matter what you do with the money, for some people, they never really could see why you did it. And they don't, so you understand?
Yeah,
so it's like, you still haven't expressed to them how you feel by doing whatever you did that fucking changed their life. Like, cause it's still like, soon as you say no about one thing, it go left. So it's like it wasn't real, whatever you did the whole time. So it's not like fuck, it give us all the shit like we want, but then at the same time, this shit, like, we can't do shit with it ultimately. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this shit ain't real. We just having a good time. It's just credits on a video game. It's just like, you know, you can't cash in how many mushrooms you get on Mario. it's only good in Mario. So like that's what this shit. That's what the money is like legit. Cause this ain't the end. Like I ain't no tell you like so.
I feel it.
Can't take it with you.
No, I feel it.
Right. And so, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just didn't want to sound like Ice Cube.
No,
and say that.
Doubt, though.
Like that would have been the hardest answer right there. Like, well, this nigga is from the streets, Jack. Can't take it with you, my nigga. You know what time it is. Anytime they push the button on you, my nigga, that's that.
That's it.
That's the truth. But
poofy you go.
You know, no I wanted to podcast that bitch out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's cool. We get the mushroom analogy. I get it.
Yeah.
That's real though. I've experienced exactly what you're talking about, where you thinking, you like, man, when I do this shit gone, and you might put them in a position now they can't even maintain what you just put them up to, so it made no sense to even do it.
Was it like, did you do that? Like, was it real? Like,
I'm still trying to figure out the puzzle pieces to that though. Like,
that shit like an NFT, bro. It's like to who believes in it. You got money, you feel like you got money, you know, you do what you do with it. You know, what you think.
It really is.
Like it's crazy though. It really do be that simple though. But it's
straight up. That's how like some people are like hella happy under a bridge, like with no bread, because it's not about that. Nah, they are in they're in an altered mind state, granted, under a bridge somewhere, but they're not fretting over their financial status. You know what I'm saying? And there's some people who like live in those little efficient like trailer things in the woods, and they fucking live off the land and fish and do all that shit. And they are fucking pumped, and they wouldn't trade that shit for you know what I'm saying? Like,
I watch Ozark.
Yeah,
a lot of people see that as you know, like their own freedom, because you don't have nobody.
Yeah, and that's what money is. That's the money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just being able to do what you want. But we are living like we on the grid. So we need money to be able to do what we want. You know what I'm saying? We got to be able to tell them, man, you know what the fuck, you got to be able to do that. You got to have money to be able to do that shit and be able to do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the field that we choose to play in. And the other motherfuckers who not living like that, they actually doing whatever they want anyway. They fishing and just that's what they wanted to do. We would need money to say, fuck, I'm not going to work, I'm going fishing. I'm about to just learn how to shoot bow and arrows this week. But it's somebody who's just doing that shit because they just want all of these skills. You know what I'm saying? They just dedicated their life to that shit.
No, for sure. That. You mentioned in the interview that you like to enjoy money and fly under the radar. You talked about being reached at a desired level of fame.
Yeah, exactly. Where I can get in for free because of who I am. But a lot of people in the spot don't know who I am, so they're not bugging me. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker who own the spot is like, oh, nah, that's dude, man. The fuck? How many people you got? Yeah, fucking go ahead, do what you want. But then when you get in there, I don't have to deal with the bozos because I got bitches like, well, how he even get, what was that? So that's cool, great. I'll take that because I actually just want to be in here chilling. So it works out. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. That's what I'll be trying to do. I'll be trying to find me a nice little cut.
Yeah, like that's the level I have, you know what I'm saying? Like right to the important ones, the ones who want to know, like that's the ones who need to know, you know. Anybody who do know, that is the person I don't mind talking to when I'm out. Clearly, we probably about to bust a business move. We about to talk, like you clearly do something. Because you know I don't want to talk over the fucking music about nothing else. So if you came and bothered me, clearly it's about to be a thing, you know what I'm saying? So that's perfect. I don't have everybody just coming just because I'm in that bitch.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I be having some annoying people be trying to talk, have a long conversation.
That's why, you see, and that's why I turned down the draft, man. They came for me the same year, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna fuck Homie Groover, because if I come out, yo shit, niggas would be like, what? Like, who? You know what I'm saying?
No.
I chose to sit it out.
Did you ever have hoop dreams?
Yeah, but everybody kept getting taller. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like 13, niggas started looking way different than me.
Yeah.
Like I was still like on the team, but I'm like, wait, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? I'm probably by 8th grade, I'm probably not gonna be on the list. Like when you go check the thing, no matter how much coach loves my spirit, I'm probably not gonna be there this time because niggas is changing. Yeah.
Niggas is changing.
Yeah. But that's what happened. I just got real about it. I was like, come on, man.
That's puberty now.
Like,
focus. Niggas is changing.
Hey, focus on something else, bro. You know, that shit, you're not going.
Because they talk about that all the time. Hoopers.
You're not going, dog.
No, that's a realistic
You're not
look.
going. Like, your homies is like looking like seniors in high school. And y'all niggas in the 8th grade. Like, you not going, bro. You're not going.
Did nobody have to tell you that?
Yeah, nah. I was like, it's good. I'ma just dribble my ass off forever. It's always dope to be like a nigga with handles. Because if a basketball just rolled through, you could just show niggas some shit. Nah, man, I'm fucking with y'all. You just do that forever. It's cool. I'ma always be a cool old nigga that just do that.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, it's good.
You ain't gonna take the shot though.
Nah, no, I'm always gonna
niggas bet the 100.
Nigga, you got it, man. Y'all little niggas got it. I'm gonna just get back in the car.
Get up out of that.
If your son's out there, you gonna take the shot.
Nah, I don't want to miss in front of this nigga. He think I'm so cold-blooded already.
That's why you gotta do it. You gotta do it. So
you know, I
have to like drive to the hoop every time.
Do that.
I cannot risk.
You gonna
trying
have
to show him my range.
You gonna have to do it.
He finna get tested.
Yeah.
He finna start talking shit. It's gonna piss you off too. It's gonna bother you. They gonna be a boy. He gonna be like, when you play me, what are you? But hey, look, hey.
Yeah, like
hey,
don't let him. Yeah, and then if he get like that, if he get taller than you too, it's gonna be like, bro, I'm not finna.
All right.
They get to talking. You better get your.
You gonna pick it back up.
I remember when I began to like know I was better than my dad at stuff and like the shit I would say, the kind of way I moved my body.
Talk.
Yeah,
you be feeling like
I don't know if I'm ready for that because that's my little man.
Oh no,
it's gonna be crazy when he get like that.
What he
like,
4?
Damn, yeah. That what he's saying. Like he don't have time to say his birthday on the way he's saying it.
I give you till he about 7. About 7, he started talking trash. By about fifth grade, he gonna be ready to hoop.
I got so much dirt on him though, bro.
If he hooping, he gonna be ready. By about 5th grade, they get to talking crazy.
I got enough pictures and shit of him to keep him in check.
So you got dirt on him.
I got enough on him, so you know.
We didn't get to the fatherhood part. The man blackmail.
Save on that.
I got enough on him.
Hey man, at what point did you know you had something special with rapping then?
When the drug dealers were down to invest. Straight up, I was in elementary school. And I wrote a rap about Dennis the Menace. And the one homie was like, yo, I'm about to just clean my whole shit up, like, fucking with you. And then they got 2 other niggas in the other hood that I fuck with. I'm gonna make a group out y'all, boom, boom. And this was his plan. And I was like, oh, like, this shit is so good. This dude's down. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Try to clean his bread up on us. That's fucking nuts. But I don't want to take that. Because if it don't work, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, then I'm like, I'm the kid in the movie, like in the jam with you. Like, I'm straight on that shit.
The movie is crazy.
Funny shit. We went to school. Well, I did. I went to school with him. Mason Gamble, the nigga played Dennis the Menace.
Dig. That's cool as shit.
Where he went to?
Damn.
He went to Oak Park. He was I think he was a sophomore when I was a freshman.
That's
right. He was 2 years older than me.
Yeah, I wrote a rap about that.
That shit funny.
Yep. And the homie was ready. He was like, nah, this is it. I'm done fucking with the streets. I'm putting it all on you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's like, man, you wrote that shit. Like, you wrote that shit? I'm like, yes. Like, he needed to see it. Like,
you don't remember it though?
No, but my one homie, I wrote a verse for the other homie. And one bar was because it was positive.
That's what I'm saying. Right. I bet it was.
You was younger. Because Mr. Wilson thought the worst of him. So it was like, the next time you say I'm a joke, the closest thing like drugs to me is caffeine-free Coke. That what my homie was saying. I wrote that for the homie. Yeah. Straight up.
You can't, man, I wish we could find it.
Fuck no. What, did you think we recorded it?
You never recorded.
Nah, we didn't even get to the studio. I didn't let that. I wasn't about to let bro pay for no studio time. But like
I figured you at least had a meeting with him.
I had enough sense to not get in bed with this.
The man, you telling me the man just came up to you on the street?
No. Listen to me. Right when the trigger was about to be pulled on the finances, all right. Then I was like, all right, what would my parents say? Actually. What's gonna happen?
So you ain't go to the studio with them?
I was like, all right, bet. Rather than lay this on them, if I rapped about Dennis the Menace, this feels like a 3rd grade thing. This is 3rd or 4th grade.
He was 9 years old.
Yeah, and that's why he was like, I need to see that you wrote that. And I was like, I wrote mine and I wrote that shit too. Like I was like, I could do this shit in a minute, but I didn't do it until I got out of school.
But
like,
I'm saying, I'm just saying, like any other 9-year-old takes that
for sure. Yeah, but it wasn't Michael Bivins.
Right.
Offering, like,
bro, I wouldn't have gave a fuck if it was Michael Bivins, bro. If the nigga had the
if
money.
it was Michael Bivins, I would have been able to go home. Mom, Dad, you do know Michael Bivins, right? Can y'all trust my fucking career to this guy? Let's go do this. I couldn't come and be like, say, y'all know homie who be standing in front of the store with the Regal, with the gold spokes on it. He wants to give us some money to do the rap shit.
I would have came right. I was saying they would have had to come home. I would at least wanted to tell them the news away.
Your pops would have had to come down.
Even if he would have came down and did that, I'm just saying I would have.
I knew that was gonna happen, so I was like, "There's no point in bringing them down because then they're not even gonna let me fuck with bro.
That's what I'm getting at. A 9-year-old that say that is crazy.
Yeah, but to be able to kick it with dude and them like was really more valuable like forever. It was like it's not even worth. I knew what kind of I knew what they was gonna come and do. I was like, then he not gonna fucking touch, like he's not gonna hang with us. You can't even sit in front of his garage no more.
Money back
is fucked up. No. If my mom and them would have came and be like, you think we gonna let you fuck with our son? Then he wouldn't have never even let me sit in front of the house no more. Sit on like
cool.
Yeah, because just being in the loop was the shit as a kid. Like that was super. That was the one. So it's like, nah, I'm not.
So you just told him I can't.
Yeah, I just was like, man, I can't fuck with that. Like I really
look at this. There's a little nigga who just took the relationship.
For sure.
What I'm saying, that's like a college decision. Right, bro. That's like picking a college, bro. Like that's real life. Like a college coming. Like, hey, bro, I give you this money on the table. I know
but that
you
same
need
situation, like it came back through a different person. Like I don't know what happened to the big homie. You know what I'm saying? I was a kid, but it came back in a different form, the same way, later on, and I, that opportunity, I moved on and things went, and but when I did do that, it got stalled out because the streets intervened and I lost the homie, and it put a halt to what moves I was trying to make. You know what I'm saying? So like. That's probably what would have been the case back as a little one, and it would have like hit me way harder then.
It's just crazy that you had that level of patience and thinking at 9. I'd have been
it's
so
that
tickled to
and
death.
I knew my mom and them wasn't fucking with it. It was a level of patience, but it was a level of not even not wanting what was about to come from that shit.
Trust me, my mom and them used to have to tell me everything that I couldn't do. I was coming in there to ask for. For real though. You remember that? I used to ask. He the one that told me. He like, nigga, stop asking for shit. Like you broke. I don't know what you think you got going on. I don't know why you think that we all could just get everything. Like, nigga, it's 4 of us. Like, he had to really break it down. Like, nigga, you not rich.
Right.
Like, stop asking.
Don't do that.
He like, yeah, save your Christmas money. Save your fucking birthday money. But stop asking. Like, you pissing me off. Stop asking for shit. Like, he had to put
it's not going to happen.
Because I was a little kid, nigga. I'm going to be.
You beating yourself up. Because it's not gonna happen. So like, because I know that, bro. Like, let me try.
The fact that you understood that, I was still. I must have been sheltered from thinking like that. Because nigga, at 9, if you'd have came on the side, hey man, we gonna invest a couple $100,000 in you to write them raps. I knew I was the one.
I saw dude enough like to know.
I wouldn't have given no fuck. I'd have thought it was regular. Like I see you all the time, nigga. That's cool shit.
Enough to know, like nigga, you actually one of them niggas. Nigga, like this, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm telling
we
you.
might get fucking shot up as children on the way to the studio.
My dumb ass.
In your shit. Because you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'd have been his
we
friend.
all think
I'd
you
have been his
cool.
friend.
We all think you
I'd
cool,
have been
but I'm
their
not
friend.
going out of back here with you. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like,
everything going against it.
Yeah, you was the other 2 niggas in the group.
I would have been the one telling. I'd have been telling Currens, hey, G, come
one
on.
nigga who raps I wrote. And the other nigga went on, like, and they had airbrush jeans and everything. Like, I think them niggas went to do a talent show and shit. One nigga with a verse, I wrote him. And the other nigga who wrote
I ain't no goofy, though. If you wrote my verse, I'm not going without you.
Fam went.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't have did that. I'd have been like, you coming. We ain't broke no more, shorty. I don't know what you talking about. Me and you, we could do it. And we gonna make him rich. So stop worrying about the problem. I'd be like, we go triple-double that money, nigga. All we need you to do is write them Dennis the Menace raps.
They did the talent show circuit on my lyrics, bro.
Hey, man, to all you young artists out there, I don't know how your young ass clicked on this podcast. but we glad to have you here.
Those are the ones that's like me. They were like me then.
If you like Currensy, man, I applaud you. If you like me,
man,
I want you to be more like Currensy because my 9-year-old ass would have took that deal. I'd have took that deal.
And you'd have never made it here.
I'm glad they didn't recruit me. Dog, I be telling the story all the time. I didn't get recruited until my sophomore going to junior year of high school. I wasn't getting recruited. I wasn't ranked. I was unknown. I was unmarked. I was an unknown.
No stars.
No star, nothing. Went out there, balled out, killed, and everything came in a wave. But I woke up the next day and I was number 15 in the country. Every letter from everywhere. And I'm like, bro, my route had to go like that because they knew if a random team that I liked would have came and told me you could commit at 12 years old, nigga, I'd have been like, hell yeah. Walking around that bitch like, nigga, I'm the one. What you mean? I committed at 12, bro. What you mean? And I could uncommit by junior year if I feel like it. I'm going to do that. Like, I watched the hella kids getting, I was like, bro, I'm glad that didn't happen to me because I don't think I could have handled, I couldn't process shit like that.
It went the way it was supposed to.
Real talk, dude, because the way this man sitting there at 9 years old, bro, I might have been a goofy. I'd have been, hey, man, I think I could do it.
Tell us a little bit about the signing with No Limit back in 2002.
Yeah, it's fucking Master P. C Murder went to jail. And before C Murder, he was tied in with them, like he knew them. So when he died, and I got a job at like Toys R Us, C Murder came to Toys R Us to buy John Madden. And he was like, this is where your little ass is at now. I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm killing it. I had 2 Jeffrey pins on my collar because I was like so polished. Like, they put me on the register. I wasn't even there for that. Like, I was like working the blue and orange zone where Hot Wheels and shit was. And they was like, nah, fast track this kid. So I'm at the register. Fucking C Murder buys Madden. He's like, no way. I'm like, yeah.
I'm killing
He's like, come to my house tomorrow. I was like, I have work tomorrow. like, not only do I have school, bro, but I definitely am reporting here tomorrow, dog. Like, you C Murder, my nigga, but
it's Toys R Us.
Like, won't you let me? If you fuck with me, won't you hold that shit till Saturday? He had this reaction. I rung him up for John Madden. You know what I'm saying? One of my homies called me the next day and was like, you not pulling up? I'm like, no. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So again, niggas did shit like this for sure. And then on the weekend, my partner gave me a ride out there. And I did like 4 records with him and everything was cool. And then he was like, look, don't go back to work. Just fuck everything, bro. Like, we're going to do an album here in my house. You could just have this house, bro. Like, it's on. You know what I'm saying? And then fucking, he went to a club, he never came back, you know what I'm saying? So, shit.
He left you out.
Yeah, nah, like he went to jail, bro. Like he went.
Yeah. So this
like
is right before, I'm thinking this
literally, like, nah, man, bro, went to a club. He fucking didn't come back, you know what I'm saying? The shit went down, you know what I'm saying?
This was right in the middle of it.
Yeah, and it's like, bro had just pushed the button on me. And like right when like I was like, I had graduated. I was like about to go to fucking college. I guess it was like, nah, I'm not doing shit. You know, bro said, fuck it. I don't give a fuck about none of that. It's on. You know what I'm saying? But then that happened. But then Master P called my mom crib and was like, yo, what's up? And then I went to Houston. And I did 8 records that night. And then he was like, come downstairs, like, let me holler at you, bro. So dude gave me like fucking this much money. He was like, don't go back to New Orleans and get killed. Like, go get a cell phone. Go to Banner Chevrolet, fucking such and such gonna meet you out there, go get you a Z28 or something, fucking stay out these niggas' face, and fucking I'm gonna call you in like a week, boom, boom. So shit, that's how that went. And then I was like a loyal little guy there. Because shit was, you know, like
right, shit was real.
Like, yeah, I was like, damn, nigga, you know what I'm saying? So that was cool. But as it went, you know, huh?
No paperwork.
Nah. I'm like legit. I'm a legit guy, bro. Like, you know. I don't think you have to do that with me.
No, for sure. Like, I just didn't know. I didn't know. Like, for a nigga to take that much money, just
yeah. But he's like, nah, come on.
Like, you know, I'm gonna take care.
He was in love with me, bro. He's like, this dude's fucking crazy. I can't.
No, real talk. 8 records.
He couldn't believe me.
8 records is unbelievable.
He couldn't believe me. You know, fuck that is. He's like, don't go get killed. Shit's cool. Bam. But for like the years that I stayed, I was like, oh, it's never really gonna be my turn. Like, I could dig it. Like, you did do something. You saw somebody who from your city and you ain't want nothing to happen to him, so you made his life different. I was in LA and shit, you know, it just wasn't about me being a artist. It was like, you know, record and do stuff, just stay out the mix. It's cool, but I'm thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to do, you know, what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So I had to move. I had to move on. You know, do other shit. But I'm like I say, I'm always like that whole thing. Like Dodo, rest in peace, and everybody from that camp, like niggas, like kind of like kept grabbing me and putting me. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what situation I was in, like they still like saw I was like legit. Niggas just kept doing that for me my whole life. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. Yeah, that's dope. You don't hear a lot of artists who got that type of story or that type of perspective on.
Yeah,
that's why I had to. That's why I had to ask the paperwork thing. Most niggas to do just a little bit for a motherfucker, they'll put a nigga on like some standard
well,
that end up fucking
you know
them
what I'm saying?
over. Like,
Dude had already had like people like speaking on him and shit. So like I think maybe like he was just showing like it ain't even like, you know,
it ain't about
niggas
that.
saying, you know what I'm saying? Cause I was from the city, like, so he know I was hearing the worst of it. You know what I'm saying? About him, he hadn't already like moved out here and was living like, you know, he was in Houston and LA and shit. He was big as fuck. So he was like, all right, you know, I'm sure niggas is talking shit. But he you know, showed me different. You know what I'm saying? It didn't go business-wise the way it was supposed to. And I understand what other artists might say about like as far as their career and the way shit went that way.
Right.
Because dude have so much shit going on. Like he honestly like can't lock in on making you be fucking Michael Jackson. Because he Master P and his son Lil Romeo and his brother Silk the Shocker.
Yeah, you gotta do something to work
yourself. You know what I'm saying? His other brothers is in jail. It's just fucking, it's nuts. So like, I'ma fuck with you when I fuck with you, but you straight, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to do more than that. That's why I don't have no ill will, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I know the difference between like what was going on and then what was going on.
But it's kind of like you just said, you was used to, even when I rap with y'all, I got shit going on. I got school. I got work. I can only get to y'all on a Saturday. And I'm busting quick verses, woo-woo, and then I'm got to go back to do my routine too. So it's like you start understanding. I swear, having kids, like it helped me understand everybody. I felt like all the older players, I'm like, damn, sometimes they don't want to go out. They don't want to fuck with the young niggas. But they like, nah, nigga, I got kids at home. Like, I ain't seen my kids. We been on the road a week. Your little young ass just go out, do whatever the fuck you want. Fuck off. Like, nah, I got a routine. Got school. I got a wife.
Motherfuckers be needing to rest.
Real talk.
It's like they got to give their time to all that. They might really need to steal like 3 or 4 hours where nobody gonna fuck with them and they can just go to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Can't imagine being Master P, though. Think about all the people to account for, the payroll you got.
When I was there, like, bro, if like fall asleep in front of you for like 5 minutes, like that's because he was doing like so much. Like if he couldn't sit down, if he sat down, like that's what happened. Like tell like, look, pull this over this, we're gonna do this, pull these beats up. Boom, like, whoa, nigga, but like I get it. It's fucking crazy to be Master P.
Wait, what? Mid-sentence?
Bro, catch him a nap. He'll take a nap. He ain't gonna be mad at that because that nigga know like that's the truth. He was doing hella shit, bro.
Nigga, what?
Master P a fucking like dude because he didn't go to sleep.
So be in the middle.
You ain't like listen, bro.
Oh no, I done nodded off. I'm just saying how calm you said it. How calm you said it. Like the nigga be saying like, yeah, get 2 cars.
No, studio shit. Like he'll be talking studio jargon in the studio, and that shit's so automatic that a motherfucker just like stop doing it for a minute. Like just
be in the studio.
Yeah, like you know,
or be sitting under the headphones.
It's like word, I got you, man. Like
for sure.
You've been the colonel of the platinum tank for fucking ever. Like,
for real.
Like I get it, you know, because now that's me. Like that's me.
I'm the young
like
nigga.
Right now, like I think I'm fucking like the Terminator. But soon as niggas stop looking, I'm like, let me see, like if I could just fuck because I'm not about to go sleep in front of these niggas, but it's tough being this impressive to everybody all day long and not fucking going to sleep. I understand what fucking Master P was dealing with. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Like other boss niggas just disappear.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like nigga be in the studio with somebody and nigga just dip.
That's a nigga who don't
And then
care.
you got to check in with yourself and be like, Oh no, we ain't that nigga shit. He went to sleep. He's not about to sleep in front of us or doze off. This nigga just dipped and went to sleep. I got it. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Where a younger version, you might be like, oh man, he wasn't fucking with my shit. Or he wasn't. Oh shit.
Oh shit. It's like, nah.
They'll hit you back 4 days later, like, yo, that shit you recorded, nigga, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, but dude literally would know if he did fucking take a nap, he'd jump up. Now play Currensy verse back on the one that y'all did with such and such, and you like,
nigga,
good thing we wasn't dancing in front of this nigga face or nothing, because he's fucking sleeping and looking through his eyes and listening to shit. Like, don't play.
Sleeping with the eyes open and all that.
No,
his eyes closed, but this nigga know everything. Like, it's like,
it's
like crazy.
Yeah, Tiana do that.
Them niggas is machines. Like, I always say, like, I never really wanted to be like Puff Daddy or nothing, because that's a machine. Like, that's a machine. You know, Master P, that's all. That's it. That's what they do. That's it. Like, I still go to Walmart and buy Hot Wheels and go to Target and buy Hot Wheels and, like, find out when they fucking open a new case and go do shit like that, because I'm not going to get bothered, because I'm not fucking Master P, because I'm not Puff Daddy, and I don't have to do fucking stock fucking shit and do this all day long. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jet Life operate different. Like, the homie have a lot on his plate. You know what I'm saying? But fucking, I love him. He loves me, so he has it because he knows that I want to go Hot Wheel hunting, and it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he know I didn't want to do that. So instead of being like, you know, one machine, like I just put, you know, me and bro did it, so it's good.
That's fine.
Yeah,
that's smart too to split up the job. How do you end up on Cash Money, man? Back in 2004.
When I split from Master P to start my own thing.
Was it instant?
Well, yes, it was. This is how instant it was.
See, there we go.
All right. Soon as I told like a joke, I'm like Romy, I'm like, yo, playing basketball, little Romy, I'm like, tomorrow, like, I'm out, like I'm I'm going to Cash Money, and I wasn't. I was like about to start my own thing, and I just wanted him to miss his free throw. All right. But I said it, and it started a fire amongst the camp.
People who heard.
And then one of the homies called me and was like, bro, I don't know if you were joking or not, but like, you better hope you could go because I don't think, like, you know what I'm saying? It's love, bro, like, because you said that shit. Right. I was like, I was just fucking, all right, yeah, bet. But I was like, I already knew I needed to start my own shit, but I did have no plans on going to Cash Money. I had fucking printed up T-shirts, start my own thing. Went to Chevron, fucking Lil Wayne's sitting in his car, and he was like, what that is on the back of your shirt? I was like, that's my fucking logo. Like, I'm starting my own shit. No, man, don't start your own shit, bro. Come to Miami tomorrow. Like, fucking, let's just do Young Money. Like, I'm starting it all over again. I'm like, fuck, all right, bet. So I just took, like, same shit, like, with the C Murder shit. Like, I just fucking, like, all right, bet. Flew to fucking Miami the next day. We did, I don't know, 12 records, because dude is a machine just like me. So like, he didn't stop and I didn't stop. We kind of just kept, you know what I'm saying? So we just fucking just rapped and rapped and rapped and rapped. And then it was that, you know what I'm saying? It was like, we did, you know, y'all saw what we was doing.
Yeah, you part of the team.
But trying to structure it and put it together. Like, if I'd have got there later on, it might have went a different way. But like, you know how, now you know how my mind was operating the whole time. So like, when I was there, I was like, all right, bro, trying to make sure he's remembered in history as the best rapper alive. That does not entail making sure that my shit get where it need to get right now. And he loves me to death. You know what I'm saying? But I'ma just go and do my thing. And long as I could tell it to you like that, you know what I'm saying, it shouldn't be no thing. And it wasn't no thing. You know what I'm saying? Because anytime I call, like, yo, just fucking, I'm like one of the only niggas who could call, like, bro, give me a verse. Like, put a verse on this right quick. I don't even do that shit because because I could do it. Like, I watch.
You ever heard a beat? And had like feeling like, man, he belonged on this record and you never got him on the record?
Yeah, the whole every beat on me and Alchemist album we dropped this year, The Continuance.
Yeah, you dropped and
people love it. But that album last, like, I didn't have to drop as often as I usually do this year, because I drop every month. But this year I didn't have to, because when we dropped The Continuance in February, like, that was the voice, like what everybody was telling me. They was like, just we good,
chill
bro.
for a second.
Like we straight, Spitta. This was what we wanted you to do the whole time. Like just leave it be.
Let us enjoy it.
Yeah, so I was able to chill and I reached out. I put like some incredible artists on it. Like I had Babyface Ray on the record. He needed to be on the Alchemist. That was my point with that project. Like because I feel like Alchemist feel like I did so much for him by showing him that an artist could do an album with solely one producer. He always speak of me in interviews like that because he's like, man, dude, like kicked the door in for me.
It's special.
Like, made it happen. But I feel a way like he showed hip hop purists that I could rap and it wasn't just like weed and fucking talking about the green Chevy the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like because Alchemist, because they hold him so high because of the people he made beats for. They're like, he wouldn't have made no beats for Spitta if dude wasn't really that nice. You know what I'm saying?
Where you think that's the interpretation?
He's saying no. He's saying from purists.
Yeah, do I think from hip
purists?
From the fucking the real fucking hip hop.
Basically,
I'm not listening to this shit.
Like the new shit.
I'm not listening to this. I don't listen to this. I don't listen to this.
They want Talib
you know what I'm saying? They were like, all right,
like
this nigga can rap. Like they're like, no, like bro can rap because Alchemist would not have even gave him this shit. So I'll give it an ear. And then they was like, oh, all right, dude, it's nice.
I always felt like your flow
well,
was
you're legit. Would you chill? You're legit.
I get it,
and you looking at it
I'm just talking about the
eyes.
purists. I'm just talking about the purists.
No, the purists.
Trust me, I know.
He's not saying the purists don't know who he is. He's just saying they take him in a different light.
I needed that. That is what solidified them.
Alchemist is different
That's
too.
what made them.
They finally got to see it does work together.
Yeah, they didn't have to fight for me. They didn't have to be like, man, I think this dude is nice. They was like, no. For sure.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's just what the fuck I thought even before they heard it. They was like, nah, dude, when he got 12 beats from him. Yeah, fucking right. He's fucking nice.
Yeah.
And it went like that. And from like that point on, like it was nothing like for me to like my collaboration level like I could just pretty much call anybody. And then Al was telling me like people that like bigger motherfuckers in the game was calling them for shit. He like, bro, that's because of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I'm glad you feel like that, but I feel like you did some dope shit for me too. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
Yeah.
People helping fucking people.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So what separates artists? Oh yeah, shout out Alchemist. What separates artists like you and Wayne, Lil Baby, who can put so much music and out at a high level, and not sacrifice your artistry? Like, you have guys that they call it flooding the radio. You don't flood the radio. You sort of flood the streets.
Well, that's what they're trying to do because they're worrying about a monetary gain. So they just playing the game. They're like, what? They're like doing algorithm shit. What works? This beat tempo works from this producer. This auto tune on my voice does this. All right, I got to do that. They do that. They get caught up into that because they worrying about the money. Well, you got motherfuckers like us who really just telling the truth about whatever we did and whatever we're doing, you know what I'm saying?
What's going on?
And the shit works. It resonates with people because they like, oh, this not that shit. So then you end up with people who just want to support your movement and make sure you straight. You know what I'm saying? And you could survive forever. Like, and it don't matter what happens in the climate of music. That's what separates us from a lot of other motherfuckers. I've had people in the game at the height of their shit. When they come to New Orleans and do their show, like I come kicking and smoking, and they'll tell me like, bro, like your shit is different because you don't have to share fans. I have to share fans because I'm so big. But if the fucking Migos drop the same week, you know, I now got to worry about this and like, and I'm like, yeah, that's crazy because
you ain't got to deal with
fucking people that listen, them niggas don't care what's out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's a blessing. It's not as large an audience, but they true. You know what I'm saying? And
that's the purest.
Yeah, and by you staying real and it grows and it grows, you know what I'm saying? And just now, like the shit that happened with Lil Baby, like bro came in at a great time in the game where that same style that me and Wayne like carved out our fucking legacies with, he did it in the microwave era. And that way, what took us fucking 10 years to do, he built that same trust in his listeners and his audience within months because they was like, the music keeps on coming. I'm sure everything is going to sound like this.
And they're used to it.
I can just buy this without listening to it. I'll just click this shit without listening to it because it's the fucking homie, bro. I trust it and it worked. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why the right ones, the real OGs never should be upset. Like, we have to just look at it like that because
you helped them out.
Because before us, like Raekwon wasn't mad at me. Raekwon picked me up off my feet when he met me. He was like, little nigga, like, you're gonna be a millionaire so fast. This is fucking crazy because he couldn't believe how fast I was about to get money when I came around. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't get it.
Because he was like, this shit was not like this. You know what I'm saying? And that's
hell.
the same story now, you know?
That's raw as fuck.
Yeah.
Working with so many talented people in your career, what lessons have you taken as an executive?
That the studio is where you should live if you make music. Like, yeah, man, you just work so hard for a bit that every day is the same day. You know what I'm saying? Like, every day is fucking like Friday.
That's
I don't know what day it is.
I always say, I tell people happy birthday every day. You should be living like this.
Yeah, I don't know what day it is. It don't even matter. Because it don't matter. It mattered when I worked at Toys R Us.
Talk a little bit about your love of cars. Like, how'd you get so deep into, you know?
Yeah, well, my love for cars began in the grocery store. I used to wander off from my mom and go to the magazine section and like flip through the Jet to find Beauty of the Week and stuff. I was like a little jerk. So I would if I stayed tight like with the basket and shit, I get like, you know, $6 worth of Hot Wheels at the checkout because they're $1 a piece. They still, and hats off to Mattel, they're still $1. I don't know nothing else that stayed the price.
It's because of what they used to make it. I guess they never ran out of it.
Well, hats off to die-cast metal. The die-cast metal industry is infinite because they fucking never had to go up on the price. And they've just improved on the quality.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So my mom would give me Hot Wheels if I didn't fucking dash off in the store. And I ended up with like hundreds of them, like cases and shit like that. And then my dad taught me how to draw and shit, so I draw cars all the time. And I ended up with money. I fucking bought all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what was your first car?
That I bought. That I bought with mine, or that like fucking I got because I was like
no,
with Master P.
The one. Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
What'd
like,
you get when you was
like
with Master P?
fucking. I had a Z28. I had a 2000 Monte Carlo SS. Yeah, but then the first car I bought was an '84 Monte Carlo SS. Yeah, the first show I did, like the first show, like soon as Where the Cash At was a thing, and I got booked for a show, and I was like, "Yo, Moo, how much did they give me?" Like $5,000. I gave it right back to Moose. I gave it right back to my manager. I'm like, "Nah, look." And I fucking got in the business center. This is business center days in the computer. We didn't have laptops. It was like our first show. He didn't have one. I didn't fucking have one. In the business center. I fucking looked up the car, found the car on eBay. I was like, I want this. You know what I'm saying? Like, get this for me, bro. And dude didn't even fly home. He flew to where that car was, got it, and drove it to New Orleans. Like, that was my first show. I ain't give a fuck. Yeah, but I bought that bitch, yeah. It used to stop hella times, like.
That's what I was just finna ask. Like, man, did you trust that, or you just?
I didn't know. I didn't fucking know. I didn't know. Yeah, it was on.
So you didn't.
It was
know
on. Like, that was my first. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I don't care. Like, it's
I'm
on.
gonna learn how to fix it. So you used to be out there.
Yeah, like dude would come and like do this, bop, 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 bop. And then it just got to a point where, like, you know, once the bread came, like, I don't.
Right.
So you don't work on them no more.
Nah, I just be fucking them up. Like, if I don't want to call the homie to come fuck with the lowrider, I might get out there and do that shit. Because I really want to get in my lowriders. Like, I like them. But them bitches break so easy. You know what I'm saying? If you really had fun in one, you broke it that day.
Copy.
So I tighten it up just to not call somebody, you know what I'm saying? Because I know they got to do their own shit, you know what I'm saying? But everybody got love for me. They gonna pull up, but I don't want.
All right, so it wasn't just me. They put them bullshit ass fucking shit on my Blazer. That shit pissed me off. They put a
hydraulic kit.
They put a fucking I asked for a lift kit. They put a hydraulic kit on there, thinking they was looking out for me. Like he lit now. No, nigga.
That shit worked for a day and a half.
That shit broke so quick.
You gotta watch.
My shit folded in. My shit was looking like this. G, I'm like, man, look at his boots.
You gotta watch how you hit it and shit. I love that shit though.
I'm cool. You got
that's
it.
My that's it. I would daily drive a lowrider. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all I want to do.
No, I'm cool.
Straight up. I got all the rapper shit, and I see what it do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it changes, you know, it changes shit to pull up in that. But I like.
Yeah, I like old muscle. I ain't gonna lie. I am about to start getting ignorant with the old school cars. I just got to build my garage first.
Let's just try and just put something together. Period. Correct. You know, like let's not go 67 on the outside, 20, 25 on the inside.
No. I'm not doing all of that. Like, I still like the old seat.
You frightened me.
I still like the old seats and shit. I like an old school.
But you're gonna wrap it. You're gonna wrap it.
I'm definitely gonna wrap it to protect the paint.
You're not talking about one of these. You're not gonna wrap it some fucking iridescent color.
No, like my
you
my
talking
old
about
school
the
is black and
ceramic
brown.
coating?
Yeah, it's over. Like I protect the paint.
That's all, man.
No. He said
it's a wrap though.
On top of that.
Yeah. What? Well, you gonna ceramic coat?
You want to. You saying get an actual paint job?
No, you're gonna paint the car.
Yes.
And then
put a wrap over it.
No, that's where I'm low.
Yeah,
now,
don't.
What's
the
this?
Point of painting it?
What is this wrap?
Cause the car, when you get an old school, I won't buy a new old school that y'all already did. I don't do that.
Show me, just walk me through this. What does this wrap look like? This wrap is plastic. This is a plastic wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap, dog.
Wrapped around over the car. But this one is translucent. This is clear.
No.
You are fucking me all the way up. So we're gonna paint the metal.
Whatever I want.
Paint the metal.
And at whenever point I feel like taking that wrap off, because y'all ass all seen my car, I'm going to take the wrap off.
And then you're going to be the color that you painted it.
Yeah, I could ride around for a little bit. Then when I seen y'all see me too motherfucking much, I'm going to wrap the motherfucker again. I'm not going to keep painting it.
And you're impressed with how I was thinking at 9 years old. This is some from the future. I'ma fuck them up perpetually, forever. Shit. I'm planning to fuck these niggas up 6 months after they know I have this car. They're gonna react first to this. But it's really orange. Thanks for the love on this purple Cadillac. Check me out in 6 months, you're gonna shit your pants. And he knows it the whole time.
Shit your pants is crazy.
Nah, you the man,
check it
bro.
out.
That's it.
Hey,
car culture can learn the things from you. Jay Leno, step back. Step back.
Hey,
Rick Ross, don't you throw another car show. DJ Envy, hang it up. Hang it up. There's a new sheriff in town. I'm done, bro. Nah, I didn't know. I did not know, bro. I've been doing it wrong.
Fuck you, dog.
Time to go home and wrap all my cars in plastic.
Hey,
I learned a lot today.
Hey, check it out, man. We like to ask all of our guests, what are you working on improving in your personal life?
Texting back, actually, and not doing it in my mind.
Yo.
I say so much back in my mind. It's very uplifting. Like, I'm congratulating you on whatever you told me about. But then I never do it, and I never know until you come back like, damn, bro. Nigga could have said sorry. I did tell you I graduated from college. It's like, oh, my nigga. I thought I told you, like, the world was yours and fucking let me know, like, where I fit in on the fucking next business move. Like, I did say all of that, but it didn't.
You didn't hit
it didn't go there. Yeah. It didn't even get in there.
Like, you didn't even text it?
I composed it.
Yeah,
I composed it. Like, when I read the message, I was like rolling the joint or doing something else to where I could not say that back. But I did compose what I was going to say, and then I didn't do it.
He felt it.
Yeah, you know, because that's bad for business, too. Like,
you know
it kills homies' fucking spirits, but it's bad for business.
But you know what you need?
What?
That headphone, the Siri headphone. Just tell her exactly what to text. Save my life. Only way out.
AirPod?
Boy, you got to keep an AirPod. You just got to keep
one in. AirPod fan?
I don't have anything. No.
You just keep one in. You don't got to use it all day.
I wish I still had a flip Razor phone or whatever that.
Yo, we had
it was not problematic.
The black one. Yeah.
Razor phone.
It wasn't
kicking.
Problematic. It was a good phone, bro. Like this thing here.
It was a great phone.
Sometimes the screen is hella different colors and shit for no reason and shit.
But it's impressive.
It bounced back though.
What?
That phone
These
always
joints?
down.
These new daddies? These are great. These are great. But the other joint was cool too, man.
No, it ain't
and
as
then
cool
like
as the iPhone, man.
yeah.
I love the Razor. I get what you're
got
saying.
in less trouble.
The nostalgia is
right.
I got in less trouble with a Razor phone.
I can imagine.
Yeah. No social media.
Hey, every show I like to tap in with the fans on social media to ask some of their burning questions they don't get to ask because I'm probably not walking past at that moment. Ahrii, what we got today?
We got a question from Twitter today. It's at Key Twitty. They asking, when it's all said and done, what do you want to be remembered for?
What do I want to be remembered for? I think just being a guy's guy. I've always shaped being a man around, being well-rounded, being able to do a lot of things, and even the things you can't do, taking a stab at them and doing them, as much as you got to do them to get better at them. I love sharpening the different parts of me and making sure, no matter what happens, as far as being the guy of the house, like no matter what happens, my little girls, my wife should never come up to me with a problem that I got nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't come my way. So I just want to be remembered as a good man that always put his shit out there. Like if I'm gonna go out here, I ain't gonna be scared of the reaction. I don't care about falling on my face. I'm not embarrassed if the car break down and I got to do something. Like I think that's the test of a man. Can you do it all and not really expect nothing but your family smiling? You know what I'm saying? Like if I could be remembered like that, G, I'm gonna be all right.
Man.
Yeah. What about you, Currensy?
That's
same question.
fucking incredible, bro.
What?
Yeah, that's fucking good.
This guy.
What do I even say, man? After that, bro.
You tell us when it's all said and done.
Yeah, when it's all said and done, I
do?
just want to be remembered for like being legit. Like, what I said was what I did, and if I said it, I can always say that I said it. And if you hear something like off brand, like for sure it's not real because I don't put that out. So that's it. Like, that's what I want to be remembered as.
What you want to be remembered as?
I don't know. Just a really good father. Like that's all I really, really, really want. Like nowadays, like I just want my kids to be all right and to be all right with me. Like to be all right knowing that I did everything I could as opposed to, anything else.
To
basically.
be all right with you, yeah, for sure. To know, like, that's serious, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That goes to the like shit like the money not being real, because there's way like that. Like I need you everything. There's more components to me being there for you than just that. It's I need you to know, like that's why I say like that's not money not real.
No,
because there's other shit.
No, the time you spend to get the money.
That's gonna transfer that feeling, and that's it. You want to make sure that it don't fall on deaf ears,
Right. And I want them to look at me like, I took that seriously, and then carry that on.
Because that's what they're gonna do. Yeah, hell yeah.
So yeah,
that's heavy, bro.
Take this shit serious, man. Hey, before we let you go, my dog, is there anything you need to promote, man? You need us to promote? What's going on? Run it off. Run it off.
Just talk about the goodness of Jet Life. I'm dropping all the time.
Jet Life.
Jet Life apparel.
Come
we got
on.
clothes, slinging all of that. Everything legal. We're selling it. and weed too, because it's legal. That's why I can say that. Everything legal. We're fucking selling it, bro.
Awesome.
Straight up and down, man. You need a car. You need it washed. You need coffee, cereal. We have a coffee and cereal
so you got
bar.
affordable
We're
vehicles.
refurbishing. We're in the process of refurbishing some vehicles to make them. I don't want a fucking lot or nothing, but I do want to make a collection of cars available the same way we do at Jet Life Apparel and drop like 6 jackets at one time. I'm gonna curate these cars to be what I want them to be, without plastic wraps, and then I'm going
funniest thing you heard all day.
Hilarious.
It's pretty sharp.
Hilarious.
Pretty sharp. The writers of Seinfeld helped me.
It's crazy.
And then I wanna fucking sell the cars. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
fine.
to people who understand like what it is. Some people might gather to build a group to buy them all as a collection. And then it stays like that. I see something like that happening. Yeah, so that's the plan.
Word.
So
can I get some cheers on that, man, for a nigga coming up with some shit that don't be getting done, bro? Real talk. I wasn't thinking that. I was just gonna fix a couple of them up, and then when you niggas that come around me be like, "Oh, that shit's so wrong," you try and stunt, be like, "All right, cool, give me 50 cash and you can have it."
Nah,
I was gonna do dickhead shit like that.
I built 7 of these period correct 1967
refurbish them all the way
to spec, and we gonna let them go like factory colors and everything, like bam, like you jumped in the time machine. Because there's motherfuckers who want that, and we gonna present it like that, like have them parked out. Like
I'm gonna come fuck with you, dog. I need you to do one, but
good.
I'm gonna need is this okay for cut?
Is this okay?
No.
We can wrap it in silk. We can wrap it in silk.
No. I don't want to do rag on my car. I want him to. Can you redo take me back to the time zone?
Mm-hmm.
You can take it all the way back, as long as y'all do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want jet life on my carpet.
Yeah. What?
I thought that was ruining.
First thing we're gonna do.
I thought that was ruining the car. I thought that, but they didn't have jet life back then.
Hey, all right,
but they didn't have jet life.
You can personalize. Now you definitely could have took your mats in the '60s to a seamstress. Yeah. There was a seamstress in the '60s. And I'm sure if Betsy Ross made the flag, whenever she did, there was a lady who could fucking put your name on your shit.
Blue.
What, in the '60s?
Yeah, I could have figured that out. They was hippies. They was getting high enough. No, they probably had man.
I don't know if that technology would have been at hand, bro. But,
hey, man, like I said, man.
That paint was way different back then.
Like I said, man, I'm going to get me a refurbished one just from my dog here.
I know.
It's going to have jet life on there, even though that shit's not from the 60s. But give it up for Currensy coming on today, guys.